It's November. Who's excited? I love a new month. I love goals. I love writing them down. I love the possibility that a fresh start brings. I did not used to be this way. I used to hate writing down my goals. I was afraid of failure. I still sometimes am afraid of failure. That's normal. It means you're getting yourself outside of your comfort zone. When you write your goals down, you make it so that you have more than an 80% chance success rate. If you don't write your goals down, you have less than 7% chance of success. Bet on yourself. Now, I'm not a gambling woman, but when I hear people talk about gambling, right? If you're playing poker, they tell me, if you're playing poker, you can place a bet on something and the house wins either way. They're going to win if you win. They're going to win if you lose, right? But I want you to bet on yourself. I want you to double down and bet on yourself because you are the house when you bet on yourself. You doubling down on you, betting that you can do exactly what you want to do and exactly what you write down is going to be a game changer. And I know that many of you don't trust yourselves. I understand because I am you. And I have battled with this myself for years and years and years. And this thinking of, I've never been successful before. I've never been able to do it before. I've written it down before and I never follow through and I can't ever seem to get ahead and da 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 da. All the drama that's up in your head, right? It's just drama. And it's just your thoughts about your past. But guess what we're going to do today? We're going to write some thoughts down about your future that have nothing to do with the past. We're focusing on the future. And what you want to create, what you're going to write down is possible as long as you write it down and then do what you say you're going to do. And I don't care if you've never done it before. I don't care if you've never been able to do what you say you're going to do. You've never been consistent before. I've never been consistent before. I always write it down. I never follow through. So what? So what? You've never done it before. When I had my first baby, I'd never done it before. He still came out. Still happened. And now I'm like, I've done it before. Done it 4 times. Not doing it again. But if I did, I would never have had a 5th baby before. And if I had a 5th baby, there's a first for everything. Are you ready for your first? Put a 1 in the comments if you're ready for your first. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I'm going to talk to you about your thoughts, you guys, because it's the only thing holding you back. You're on the greatest teams, some of the greatest teams. There's lots of great teams. There's many teams that you can be successful on. I happen to have a bias for our team because I love you guys so much. But there's lots of amazing teams. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh, no, your team's amazing too. Whatever team you're on is the most amazing team. And that's where you're supposed to be. Okay. So your thoughts, your points are just your circumstance. Where were your points last month? Put them in the comments. Write them down on your paper. I hope you have a piece of paper because I came to work today. I hope you came to work today. Okay, points last month. Where were they? Put them in the comments. 262, 26. Where were your points last month? 201. Write them down. Some of you are like, oh, but it makes me feel so awful. Only because you hadn't thought about it. The points are neutral. They're just a number. 99, 1523, 471. They're just numbers. They're just numbers on a page. They're just numbers in your back office. They're numbers on a screen. Which means that some of you see 99 and you're like, yes, I would love to have 99 points. And some of you are like, 99. Oh no. The only difference is your thought about it. The points are just numbers on a screen. 471, 435. Okay, we're going to put the points. I'm going to use, 122. Okay, I'm going to use Jordan's 201. That's where she ended October. Jordan, where do you want to be at the end of November? Where do you want your points at the end of November? Oh, well, I was not expecting that. This will be fun. Okay. I was like, she's going to put 250. She put 375, just so you guys know. All right. 375. There's 30 days in November, right? 30 days? Okay. Okay. October 31st, 201. November 30th, 375. Do this on your paper right now for your own points. I'm going to do it for Jordan, but I'm going to be coaching all of you because you're listening and doing it with us. Capiche? Okay, perfect. Now, Jordan, how are you going to feel when you end the month at 375? Just unmute yourself, please. She's like, no, there's people being loud.
Yes, my kids are, hey mom.
Fine. We all have kids.
How would I feel at the end of the month?
Yeah. How are you going to feel when you see 375 in your back office?
Like a huge accomplishment.
Okay.
Well, pretty bad A.
Okay. Accomplished. Bad A. We'll put a little asterisk there because we all know what you mean. What else? What's it gonna mean when you hit 375?
It's going to mean that I finally pulled that wall down of I can't get there.
Okay. Finally pulled wall down. I need a new pen. My pen is getting dry. It's going to mean I finally pulled the wall down. And you said, what was the thought that you said you were going to fix? I can't, what'd you say?
That I can't get there.
I can't get there. Okay, perfect. So I can't get there. Guess what? Guess this thought, I can't get there. Guess how many times you're going to see that in the next 30 days?
Probably every day.
About 1 million.
Yeah.
All month long. Right?
Oh, yeah.
All month long. This is going to come up, right? And this is so interesting though, because her brain's like, but when I get there, I'm going to feel accomplished and like a bad A. But Jordan, guess what you can feel right now? At 2:01.
Do you want me to answer that?
Mhm.
I can feel those same feelings at 2:01.
You totally can. But what are you feeling at 2:01 today? Just tell me.
It's not my highest point.
It's 11:11, Jordan. Go ahead.
They're not my highest point, so I feel like I've failed somewhere.
Okay. They're not my highest points. Okay, we gotta look at this one right here. Oh dear, throwing things all over. They're not my highest points. The version of you that has 375 feeling accomplished and like a bad A, she's like, I gotta move so my husband without his shirt on doesn't have to be on Zoom. Hi, we can all see you. Okay, he's like, I'm so proud of myself. It's all good. Okay. I hope you guys are having a really great Monday because this is so fun. Is this not so fun? It's so fun to write our goals down and figure out what our brain is doing. Is it not? This is the best ever. Okay. This person that has 375 who feels accomplished and a bad A, is she thinking this thought? No, she's thinking, I finally pulled the wall down. So if we want to get to our future self of 375 points, what thought are we going to have to choose when we see this 201 number? Is they're not my highest points going to get us to here? No. The result of this thought, I promise you, is going to say, I stay the same. I'm stuck. I don't trust myself. But this thought here, this future version of you that's 375 that believes I finally pulled the wall down. That's what this girl thinks. I finally pulled the wall down. That's what she thinks. This is your future self. We have to unlock wisdom from her to get to her. If all we do all month long is think about, they're not my highest points, I'm behind. I can't get there. Oh gosh. You're going to stay stuck because in your result is going to be, I don't trust me. I hurt me. I stay stuck. And weird things show up in your actions when you think this. I promise. It's going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to avoid messaging people to come to the event. I'm going to avoid following up. I'm going to avoid thinking about how amazing it'll be when I hit 375. Like it might be like little things, but it'll be little things that will just like get in the way. And then, because your brain believes this isn't your highest points. And how do you feel when you think they're not my highest points, by the way? What emotion? They're not my highest points.
I feel like it's a failure.
No, I know, but what emotion?
Oh,
when you think they're not my highest points, you instantly feel what emotion?
Upset.
Upset. And when you're upset, what do?
I want to avoid and hesitate because I don't feel like I can actually make it there.
Yeah. So then we avoid, hesitate, probably like catastrophize in our head. I'm never going to make it there. See, look in the past. See, I didn't ever have enough points. What was I thinking? Who did I think I was thinking I was going to get to 375? I can't even get to 250. right? Like that's what happens in our heads, right? And we just like ruminate. And then we end up, I stay same because I'm too busy looking at the past. Yeah. Okay. So how do we become future self 375 that believes I finally pulled the wall down?
You want me to answer this, don't you?
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see what your brain offers us.
I have to try things that I haven't been willing to try before.
Like what?
So before
This
I was
is
like
good.
terrified of talking to people on the phone and like discussing it because I was worried I was gonna mess something up.
Okay.
So doing things that I've never done.
What else haven't you done? Talk to people on the phone. What else?
Host more events because I'm afraid no one will come.
What happens if someone doesn't come?
Nothing.
No, what happens if someone doesn't come?
I do it again.
No, what's
Post
like the
another one?
worst thing that could happen to you if no one comes to your event?
I don't know. I don't know. Nothing. Literally,
How would you
nothing
feel?
happens.
How would you feel?
I feel pretty crappy.
Oh, how do you feel right now?
Kind of crappy.
So you're just feeling crappy ahead of time.
Yes.
Is that safer?
Yes.
Okay, so you know there's a chance that you might feel crappy if you have an event and nobody comes. And what if you're all in anyway?
I'm just going to, if I'm all in, then I'm going to say goodbye to that event, host another one, and just continue to feel accomplished no matter what.
The worst thing that can happen is that you feel a negative emotion and not feel accomplished. Because your brain, that's why you want to get here. You're like, because I want to feel accomplished on like a bad day. Right. And so that's why you're avoiding talking to people on the phone and hosting more events. Because you're like, I might feel sad. I might feel uncomfortable. Right. I want you to notice this about yourselves. It's everyone on this call. The only thing that you are avoiding when you avoid messages and you avoid posting and you avoid hosting an event and you avoid following up is you are avoiding the negative emotion you might feel if it doesn't go the way you want. So what if you're just all in, even if you're going to feel crappy? Even if you're going to feel not accomplished. You're like, yeah, I'm going to host an event tomorrow night for my team. And then you do the event and you're like, and not one person invited anyone, including myself. So I feel like a failure and I don't like it. So this must not be for me. I don't know what I was thinking I could do 375. And you've got to be on to yourself all month long. Because when you hear those thoughts, be like, so weird that I chose that thought because I know that what I want to believe is I finally pulled the wall down. So this new thought, every time you hear yourself say like, I can't get there, or they're not my highest points, I want you to write this down, Jordan, and anybody can write a version of this or this exact thing for yourself because I want you to hold on to this all month long. This thought of it's possible I can pull the wall down this month. Do you believe that, Jordan?
I do, as long as I take the actions to get there. If I continue to do the same things I've been doing and continue to allow those negative thoughts to get in the way, then obviously I won't make it past there. But
If you
yes,
keep
I do believe that.
If you keep thinking this, your actions are not going to get you there, because your thoughts create your feelings, and your feelings are where you take action from. And this makes us feel upset. They're not my highest points. I can't get there. I feel upset or crappy. And that's where you avoid and you hesitate and you stay the same. So whenever this thought comes up, as you host an event, as you send messages, as you follow up, as you force yourself to do those things, this thought is the one that you're going to have to grab onto and start believing. It's possible I can pull the wall down this month. All month long. It's possible I can pull the wall down this month. How would I do it? Talk to people on the phone. Host more events. What else, Jordan?
Not being afraid of following up with people.
So
not hesitating and avoiding follow-ups.
How about if we just say follow up? Because we might just be afraid when we follow up, and there's nothing wrong with that. We might just be like, yep, sending a follow-up message, fear all through my body right now. There it is. Don't like it. Here we go. Doing it scared. Right? Because if you tell yourself, like, I'm going to follow up and I'm not going to be scared, your brain's going to be like, let's just not do it. Scary doesn't, we're probably going to feel scared, and we just want to avoid that. Right? Because your brain is super smart. And you're going to have to be on to yourself. Right? When you're like, oh yeah, we're just going to follow up without being scared. And your brain's like, liar, this is so scary. Let's just go do something else. We don't want to do this anyway. My husband has a good job. We don't even really need the money. We could just buy our own tickets to Disney. We don't even need to really earn it. Who's thinking those thoughts right now? Tell me in the comments. I know you're out there. I see you. I know. Guess what? When you think those thoughts, hold on, I gotta find this graphic. This is so good. Look, this is old stuff, but it's fine. Some of you have seen it before. It doesn't matter. It's good for you to see it again. When you think it doesn't matter if I do this, it doesn't matter if I earn Leaders Retreat, it doesn't matter if I earn the Disney tickets, I'll just buy them myself. Guess what? You're going to feel indifference. You're going to feel laziness. You're going to feel unfocused. That is not going to get you to 375 points or whatever your goal is before the end of the month. We want you here in the zone where you are creative, focused, feeling open. And you choose this thought, I want to do this for fun. I want to earn 4 Disney tickets for fun. That sounds amazing. I want to do it. It's going to be so fun. And then your little like devil on your shoulder is going to be like the first time that you send a message and somebody ignores you or tells you no or doesn't come to your event, your brain's going to be like, yeah, it doesn't really matter. We don't really need to do this. We get to afford to do it on our own. I don't even really want to go to Florida. Stop. No, we want to be here. I want to do this for fun. This is going to be a great time. 4 Disney tickets for free, shopping spree. Whatever it is you're going for, cash. 2 people going to stay at the Gaylord Palms for free. You and a guest, a free trip. Come on now, don't do this. This is unnecessary pain and suffering that's holding you back and making you feel like a failure all the time. Baloney, right? And then some of you, you're like, no, I have to do this. I have to have the money. I can't afford it. So I have to do it. I have to get it. My life is riding on doing this. And that's making you feel stress, resentment, and heavy. And that's not going to be the place that you're going to do it. From that energy, you're going to shut down and just overwhelm takes over. And then you do nothing. You want to be right here in the zone, in the middle, creative, focused, open. I want to do this, right? And when you hear yourself trying to like eke out on yourself, I don't really want to do it. Call baloney on yourself. Be like, that is such baloney. We want this. Come on, self. Let's go. This is the month where it's possible that I finally pull the wall down. This is the month where I finally pull the wall down. Remember, self? This is it. We're going to be consistent because I care about myself. Here's the thing, you guys, and we'll do some numbers after this. When you improve your relationship with yourself, your points will go up. Because it's you caring about your future self that's making decisions right now to be uncomfortable, to plan the events, to not know how, to take a guess, to skip the Netflix show you'd rather watch, to not have the laundry as organized as you want it to be. If you are consistently letting yourself down, it's because you are not loving yourself. And the way that we improve our relationship with ourself is we go, okay, I really want to watch these 3 episodes of Made tonight before bed on Netflix, but like, I'm going to be so tired in the morning and I'm going to feel like crap and I'm not going to be able to get up and like do anything with my team. I'm going to be too tired to do a power hour. I'm going to do all those things. And then your brain's going to be like, yeah, we don't care. Just watch the show right now. Because your brain is comfort seeking. It's pleasure seeking. And it thinks in the now. It's like, we'll just worry about that tomorrow. This is what we want to do right now. And when you care about yourself and you improve your relationship and love yourself and you love your future self, you go, no, I love myself too much to stay up late watching these shows. Because my future self that has 375 points on November 30th, I'm having her back right now and I'm going to bed. Not before I send 3 messages. I'm going to send my 3 follow-up messages. I'm going to go to bed and I'm going to wake up and I'm going to have my own back. Because you have shown up for yourself before. You have. You've 100% shown up for yourself before, whether it's in exercise or eating healthier or picking a spouse or your relationship with God and your morals and your standards. These are all ways that you've shown up for yourself in the past. And now your current self needs to show up for your future self. And every time you try to like eke out of it, I want you to be like, no, girl, I love you too much. I love you too much. We're getting 375 this month. Doesn't matter what I did in the past. Eyes forward. It's possible I can pull the wall down this month. And you just keep visualizing that. Okay. Now let's look at the numbers. Thanks, Jordan, for being such an amazing guinea pig. Because I did not plan that, but you're the lucky one. Who feels like they got coached today one-on-one just by listening to me coach Jordan though? That's the fun thing. Besides Jordan, who else felt like they got coached? Right? Isn't that the coolest thing ever? I know. It's the best. Okay, 375. We're going to go off of a 5 pay point because it all evens out, right? We know we get 6 points for level 1s. We get 4 points for level 4s. We know. So we're just going to use a 5-point pay schedule or pay point average. Okay. And the way that you control this is you create growth in your levels 1 through 3. Like if you're like, oh, Emily, like for me, my team heavily grows in my 6s, 7s, and 8s. By the way, we don't get anything for 8s, just so you know. So that's where my team heavily grows in 6, 7, and 8. And the way that I continue to make sure that my point average is high and that I win contests is I personally recruit and I personally develop people to silver, senior silver, and gold every single month. Because I want to make sure that I control how high my point average is. So if I'm bringing in new people in my 1 through 3, my levels 1 through 3, then it means I'm going to have really high points average. Right? Okay, so 375 take away 201 is 174. All right, I'm going to turn the page here. Jordan wants to grow by 174 points this month. Divide it by 5 is about 35 orders. Okay, Jordan, how many are you going to personally sponsor?
My goal is to personally sponsor 10.
Okay, 10 level 1s, which we know is going to, she's going to get 6 points for all of those, right? She's going to get 6 times 10. She's going to get 60 points just from her level 1s, right? And for every 2, she's going to get an extra $50. Because did you see they continued that promotion into November? For every 2 people you sponsor, you get an extra $50. So she's like, I hadn't heard yet. This is amazing, right? So she's going to get 5 times 50, right? Am I doing the math right? Someone? Yes? Okay. So 5 times 50 is $250 just in bonuses. Plus she's going to get, we'll just like say the pay point is going to be like 260. We'll just like say 260 because she's going to get, so 260 times 60. So 156 plus 250. So just from her own work, she's going to create a $406 paycheck just from enrolling 10. Okay. Jordan, how many silvers are you going to get?
I would like to develop at least 3 silvers, excuse me.
Okay. Anywhere, or are you talking about level 1s?
Level 1s.
Okay. 3 level 1 silvers. Are these like of this 10, or are you like having your eyes set on someone else in your organization?
3 people that I signed up last month.
Okay. Do they have anyone under them yet?
One of them has 1.
Okay. So this is going to be adding 8 people to your team, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Because she already has 1, but we need to get them to reorder actually. So we'll say 9, right? Because you still need to either get that 1 to reorder or sign someone else up. Okay. So she's going to get 9 from that. 9 And that's going to give her, we'll just say they're all her level 2s. So 9 times 5 is going to be 45 points. And they're all in the fast start window, right?
Yes.
So you're going to get an extra $50 when they fast start silver. Because when you have a level 1 fast start silver, you get an extra $50 bonus. She's like, I'm learning so many new things. I know. So is my team. Some of my people are like, I didn't know that. Emily never told me this before. I know. It's because I'm just an okay leader. I'm the world's okayest leader. Sometimes I forget things, right? Human, all of us, anyone can do this, promise. Okay, so 45 points, plus you're gonna get 150, extra 150 just for the fast start silvers there, right? 45 times 2.60, that's $117 for the pay points. Plus you're gonna get $150 for 3 people fast starting silver. So now you have another $267 by doing that. Isn't that so great? And we're up to 13 of our 35. So 35 take away 13. We need 22 more. Where's it going to come from? What are you going to do, Jordan?
Oh, I got to start working on getting people that are already in my organization doing +1s. I'm not good at that.
Phyllis, thank you. It's 19 because of silvers. It's a good thing you're on here, Phyllis. Okay, 19, but that was a great, say that again.
I want to get people already in my organization adding +1s. I'm not great at that.
Oh, but that's just a thought. Right? She's like, I don't even know right now, Emily. This is so much. Okay, stay with me. How are you going to get people to get
in the background?
Nobody can hear. It's fine. Nobody can hear. How are you going to get people to get a +1? What are you going to do?
I actually have to reach out to them and put that option or that bring it up to them, because there's a lot of people that I've never even talked to about it.
What about a shout out challenge? Do you know what that is? These are my favorite things ever. Okay, shout out challenge is when you go through your back office, you go to points and rank, you click on level twice so that it brings up all your level 1s, and then you read everyone's name. And as you read, you're like looking for anyone that loves their products or has ever remotely liked their products. And then you send them a message and you say this: hey, Cammie, I know how much you love your plexus. And I was wondering if you would be willing to participate in my gratitude challenge this month. I'm asking people who are grateful for what the products have done for them to give me a little shout out on their social media that says something like, hey guys, I wanted to thank my friend Jordan for getting me started on this gut health stuff. It's totally helped me with blank, blank, and blank. And I'm so grateful for her. Thanks, Jordan. Would you be willing to post something like that for me, Cammie? And you just send that message to every single person in your back office who has ever liked their products or is currently liking their products. And all we're doing is we're just getting people to post on Facebook, but we're doing it in a way, we're asking them in a way, go back and watch this call again. I'll have the recording up for you later. right after we're done here. But go back and type this out. Or if somebody typed it out as I talked, put it in the chat right now. Send out this gratitude challenge shout out to anyone in your back office who's liking their products. Okay, so that's one idea. Get them to shout out, and then the ones that do, you need to babysit their post and watch for people to comment. And if anyone comments on their post, like, what is it? Tell me more. I'm interested. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, Cammie, your friend Sally is asking what plexus is. Will you start a three-way message with you, me, and her? And I will answer her questions. And sometimes they will, and sometimes they won't. Doesn't matter. It's the system. Just do it. Right? Okay. Number 2, you said host events. Even though people might not show up, even though you might feel crappy, plan one event this week. Whatever it is, 15-minute messenger party, Zoom, little product event, little health story thing. Grateful for a plexus event, whatever you want to do. You don't need to wait for your upline to plan it. You are the upline. If you're on this call, guess what? You are the upline, responsible to plan the event for your prospects. Team up with someone, fine, but you get what I'm saying, right? Okay, you are the leader. Follow up with something else you said. When these people tell you they're going to do the shout out and it's been 3 days and they haven't done it yet, you're going to say, hey, did you have a chance to post that shout out up yet? I want to make sure to comment. Did you post it yet? It's okay. You might feel crappy. Just ask them anyway. Follow up. Right? Okay. Now, if your team is doing an intermittent fasting challenge like mine is, you might be inviting people that have quit to restart. You might send them a message and be like, oh, hey, this is like what we would call white line work. Hey, we're doing this intermittent fasting challenge. I'm just going to speak for my team right now, but you guys all know if you're doing one with other teams where they all fit. Hey, we're doing this intermittent fasting challenge that starts on Friday. I know you didn't like the results you got when you tried last year, 6 months ago, 3 months ago, but I think we found like some sort of magic trick with our products and intermittent fasting, and like the results are pretty crazy. If you want to be added, we're giving away prizes. These are the results you're going to get. Then send them a before and after picture and like an intermittent fasting story of someone who's used it with plexus. I put one in my team threads this over the weekend. It's pretty amazing. Be like, do you want to try again? I'd totally pay your shipping and handling if you'd want to try again. Are you in? You can message all your white lines to reactivate them. And what do they need to order to be successful? Well, you get to decide that. For me, I'm making mine order triplex hunger control, balance, and ease. Bare minimum. And guess what? If they start for the intermittent fasting group and they are a white line, then they're going to have over 100 PV in November for you just by getting them into this intermittent fasting group, right? And you're like, you are going to have the most amazing holiday season ever because I'm going to teach you how to intermittent fast through the holidays so that you can eat whatever you want and not gain weight. You'll actually lose weight by taking our products and intermittent fasting. And it's amazing. Remember that story I sent you above? That's the kind of result you're going to see. Are you in? Like energetically excited. This is going to be so fun, right? From that energy, that's what we want to tap into because this is the month that you're going to break down those walls. And you're going to try all these new things that you've never done before. Right? Okay. I mean, that's enough. If you just did this every day consistently for like 15 to 30 minutes, you guys know it would change your business forever, right? I want to do this. This is going to be so fun. Host a power hour. Share it with your team threads. Be like, I'm doing it right now. This is the month I'm breaking down the walls. Who wants to get on? And then it's crickets on the thread. And you're like, see, nobody, not even my own team wants to get on Zoom with me. Who cares? So what? Get on the thing and do your own Zoom then. Like there have been times where I've gotten on a Zoom. I've hosted power hours for my team and nobody gets on. So I sit there on Zoom by myself for an hour and I send my own messages. And I go from like, oh, my team is dead. This is bad. Something's gone wrong too. They totally missed out. I'm signing up new people. I'm getting new silvers. I'm getting new golds. Too bad they missed out. I didn't miss out. Yes. Be the leader that hosts the Zoom. Share it with people. So what if they don't come? You're going to get your stuff done. You feel me? When you are personally responsive, when you are personally sponsoring, when you are telling everyone that they can earn $355 by starting with 3 friends this month, when you are asking people to give you a shout out because they love their products and they're grateful for you and you make it about gratitude, right? When you are hosting the 15-minute messenger event, when you are doing the intermittent fasting challenge, when you are getting people into the intermittent fasting challenge, when you're restarting people, when you bring that energy, a team will follow. A team will be birthed below you. If you are sitting in victimhood, nobody ever does events. Nobody ever comes. It's such a waste of my time. I don't really need this anyway. I wish my sponsor would host more events. I wish my sponsor would give me messages to send. I wish my team was more energy. I wish this thread had more energy. I wish blah, 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 blah. If you are done with all of that drama and you're just ready to rank up and get going and get these 35 orders or whatever it is that you're doing. Obviously, this is Jordan's example. It doesn't matter. Same thing for you, right? Whatever your number is, if you're ready for that right now, it starts with you. Sign up 4 people this week. Talk to all of them about $355. Get them on a product event to get them signed up. Even if you're the only one hosting it and it's your potentials coming and that's it. You don't even need to have anybody with you. But if you want to have more people, great, do it. You want to help them get going on the business? Invite them to a business event. Do the business Facebook Messenger event on Thursday. Invite them then. Just keep in action. What creates success? Massive action. What makes you a lot of money? Serving other people and giving them something that they need. They need this. And you doing these things now shows that you love your future self. Because you're caring to be uncomfortable now so that your future self can feel accomplished and bad A. Right? So you're like, yeah, we can feel crappy right now. Yeah, the $355 is with the $50 bonus. All right. How do we get the last 19? Well, we're hoping that at least one person responds to the shout out challenge. But if they don't, that's okay. It just means that's just one obstacle in the way. This is what I like to show my team. This is you now. This is you, future. The way we get from now to future are mistake, 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 ooh, success, mistake, mistake, mistake. So every time you make a mistake and you're like, that didn't work. Oh, yippee, one step closer to my future self. Oh, that didn't work. The obstacle is the way. Oh, that didn't work. Man, my brain really wants me to believe that I'm never going to be able to do this. But remember, this is the month I break through the wall. Oh, look, I sponsored someone and they posted and they went silver. Look, the way I figured out how to do that were the 3 mistakes I made before. If you choose the thought, oh, 1 step forward, 3 steps back, that's unnecessary pain and suffering and total negative thinking that is not serving you. It's baloney. Every mistake you make is getting you closer. It's just the way you look at it. So if you want to believe it's 1 step forward and 3 steps back, I mean, I guess you can do that if you want to, but I have never found that to be useful. When you have 3 steps back, I want you in your mind to be like, yep, 1, 2, 3. It's like Candyland, but going forward in Candyland. Forget about how you get the cupcake card and it sends you back or whatever. I can't even remember. I hate that game. You get what I'm saying though, right? Every mistake, every obstacle is getting you closer to 375 points. Every single one of them. So just figure out all the mistakes. My very favorite thought, I'm going to leave this with you. Okay. My very favorite thought that I want you to borrow is there are only so many ways to fail. And the worst case scenario is that I find them all and then I accidentally succeed. This is the month where you find all the ways to fail. All of them. I want you to find every last mistake and failure that you've never been courageous enough to find before. And I promise you that you will end the month at 375 when you do, or wherever you want your points to be. This is your month to break down the walls, even if you've never been able to do it before. I love you guys. You've totally got this. I can't wait to see where you end the month. Bye, guys.